Oh, yeah, so basically, if I ask the same question, is social media addictive?
Yeah.
And then you say, no, it's not addictive. And then I reword that, and then I say, do you think this aspect of social media causes addiction? Or, like, basically reworks the same question, and then at the end, I'm like, is social media addictive? And you go, yes, social media is addictive. Yes, social media is addictive. And I don't know.
That's a good idea. That kind of makes it more. Because I think I get what you mean now, because you're saying that what happens in the middle to make me get to that at the end.
Yeah. So it's like, you can say, like, obviously, the answer in the beginning is going to say, like, well, whether... Because I'm going to interview two people, so if person one says, yes, it is addictive at the beginning, they're obviously going to get to know at the end. But then the second person is going to say no in the beginning and get to yes at the end.
But you're trying to prove that social media is addictive, so why would they... If they say yes at the beginning, why would
well, I guess, okay, well, only because in the video there's two people saying it, but if I only do, like... If I do...
Yeah, but we could be saying the same thing, and then...
I guess that would work.
And then you could just overlay it.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it's... Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like... So I'd probably... I don't know how... I probably want it to be a couple of minutes long, maybe like 2-3 minutes. Oh, that's a long time, actually.
How long was your poem? That was like 30 seconds, wasn't it?
That was like a minute.
How was it?
Yeah. So it wouldn't be as long as Bruce Norman's video. That's like 5... I don't know, it's like 5 or more minutes, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd only be a couple of minutes. But I'd have to think of all the different alternative ways of saying the same question. But obviously they'd still have to be effective, and they'd still have to make sense.
Okay. Like give me an example.
So obviously the first one is
so say like I said to you, do you like eggs? And then you're like, no. And then I said, are eggs nice? And you're like, yes, at the end.
Yeah,
so it's like you changed the question,
so it's kind of like
it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm like, is social media addictive? And then you say
no,
and then I'm like, do you think I don't know.
Do you go on social media every day?
Yeah, do you go on social media every day?
Or regularly?
Do you think that? And it's like,
could you give up social media for the rest of
your
life?
So it's kind of it's kind of not prodding at like the addictive part, but it's like kind of pulling away parts that make it addictive.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like with the whole validation thing, and like the crave, like the need to get the likes and get the follows and get like the attention and validation from people. But that's what adds to the addiction.
You know, obviously, like what's he called?
Bruce Norman.
Yeah, obviously that's stage. So are you gonna do yours like that? Like, are you gonna set the answers for people to read out into the? Because obviously, if it's part of the interview, people will obviously their answers they'll vary, and they might not go along with what you want that to be. So you could always show the interview.
Wait, pause.
Then, okay.
Sorry. Like, I have to get my thoughts out before it goes. So I think what I should do, what would be a cool idea, is edit the raw video, the real video.
Yeah.
And have that as like the authentic experiment, but then the second one would be staged and fixed to show the difference,
like the Bruce Norman.
Yeah.
So basically, you'd have for your exhibition bit, you'd have 2 screens, wouldn't you? You'd have 2 separate screens.
This is not what I'm showing for my exhibition.
But you know what I mean, though. For your the whole collection thing, you'd have one, like you'd have the raw interview.
Yeah.
With the genuine answers. The questions and answers.
Yeah.
And then you, for a separate part...
Because that would be a part of my research. So I think for number 1, for interview number 1, I would do multiple people. But then for this one, it'd only be one person that would have the fixed answers.
I think that would work a bit better. Also, as well, for the interview, you could edit it in a way that's like... You're not showing one interview, then another interview, and another interview. You could do it in a way where... You're asking the question, so maybe the question comes on the screen, or you say the question, and then you say you interview me, put my answer, then afterwards you put Renice's answer, if you did Renice, then afterwards you did someone else's, and then you've got 3 replies to the same question, but it's not like you're saying... So say like to me, you say, do you like eggs? And I say yes, and then you show it again, like, then you go through all... So basically, you show all of my interview, so do you like eggs, do you like cheese, do you like bacon? And then the next one is, do you like eggs, do you like cheese, do you like bacon? And our replies. And then the next one. But you could do it in a way where it's like, do you like eggs? And then you show 3 different responses. So then you show mine, Venice's, and do you know what I mean? Do you like when it comes on the screen and then it shows a series of replies to the same question?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you wouldn't have like 5 minutes of interview watching. You would have like just the question come on the screen, or you reading the question, and then you would have the 3 different responses like back to back, and then the new question, and then the 3 responses.
Yeah.
And, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would make it like flow a bit more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So it's like all the collective answers
The
are...
collective response to the same
yeah,
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like, and I'd probably edit it in a way where it's like, obviously, say for example, I interview 3 people.
Yeah.
So obviously, each person would get a bit of like screen time,
Yeah.
as it were, as I'm doing it and stuff. But the answers would still be on the screen, and I'd still have a bit of like discussion from each.
Yeah.
Thing.
Wait, so I don't know if you could put the answers on the screen because everyone's answer might be different, but you could put the question on the screen. So
The question. Yeah, so you'd have like the question, and then you'd have the people.
There's people talking answers with their screen time.
Their screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a good idea, but it's like, okay, bye.